All right, it is chess time. Let's rehabilitate my terrible 5-minute rating. 1887 is not a good 5-minute rating, and we're gonna fix it. We will play well. Been doing some tactics recently. I studied the four pawns attack in the King's Indian recently because I've been getting some fairly nightmarish positions against that line. People have been playing it against me a lot. But we got white in this game. We're going to beat some dude from Argentina. And it looks like we have a Benoni. So I'm still pretty happy with this knight e2 line. But one of these days, like I think f4, e5, there's this interesting gambit that I saw in like an old Nakamura game that I want to learn. Maybe something slightly more my style. F3 is a move here. Queen c7, bishop d5. This is like a major position, and I play bishop e3 here because there's no knight d5 tricks yet. Not yet. And at least like queen d2 will probably come with tempo. Our light's probably pretty good. So clearly let's throw in queen d2 first. b5 is still not possible just yet. So what do we want to play? Let's just play a good move like, play like rook e1. Sort of preparing e5 one day, along with just doing some normal developments. So I'm going to put my bishop back on g5 now, because this is like a pleasant square for it to be on. And let's move bishop g5. It gets us one step closer to playing e5 one day. And it also just takes away the option of h4. So just a generally useful move. So this move threatens b5, and I think that a5 is still just as happy to play b5 there. So a couple of options in the position. We can try to maybe support. Let's just play f4, I think. Because not only do I have ideas of jamming in e5 eventually, but f5 could be useful at some points. And even without any special pawn breaks, so we'll clearly at least take this to open up the a file. Even without any special pawn breaks, it's like nice to control. It's nice to control e5 square. So like here, just play knight e2 into d4, I think. So knight d4, defending e4. Seems reasonable. Am I threatening e5 yet? I guess not yet, but knight c6 is coming. So like I feel like bishop b7 is useful for him. This move. Well, first of all, I don't even need to take this, like ever. Don't need to take it. But what's wrong with like h3? I don't get it. h3? Seems fine. Knight h6 is terrible, so looks like he just has to go knight f6. And, after knight f6, E5 is maybe like actually possible after knight f6 because it takes rook takes bishop f4, and if yeah, so I think this is fine. Like knight f2, I just go king h2, and then this bishop is hanging on d4. I think things are what the fuck. Okay. We have to play queen e2, but we are at least threatening to maybe sack on h5, possibly, or maybe not. I don't know. Like sack on h5 and play. Like okay, so if he plays knight takes a1, I think we'll just start by recapturing. Seems to be no good reason. Okay, take here. And if he ever takes on h5, I think the queen takes followed by e5 should be very effective. So let's just take this back. And in our future, we should have some good play for an exchange here. It's tempting to play f5, but that move might actually be bad. It might be bad to like go with the e5 square. Like it may not really. Okay, this move seems wrong. Bishop takes g6, right? Queen h5, king g7, queen h6 forces king g8, followed by queen g6. Right. Okay, I can do a couple things here, but I'm just gonna take your shit and think later. And in the future, like, I mean, a lot of things seem strong. E5. I think E5 is my main idea, followed by H5 or something. Bishop F7 doesn't work. Go King G8. Can you see? Just play here. Much simpler. Okay. Let's throw in this, maybe. Even better. So we're threatening mate as well as taking the full rook. So like if bishop, I don't know, whatever, b5, we just take the full rook on e8. Like probably knight takes f5 is strong there as well, but it's like why bother? Bishop e7 is probably the best move. So like we're gonna play bishop f6 or something, and there doesn't seem to be much that you can do about it. Okay, so this is going to be an example of checkmates. Good. So let's see what was going on in this game. Let's just look at this. So like, okay, so bishop d4 check was just a free piece. But you know, sometimes your opponent plays a move and like sometimes a gross blunder goes undetected in a blitz game because you're not expecting gross blunders. So f4 is considered terrible for the computer, absolutely terrible. It wants me to just play a move like rook d1 or rook e to c1. So why is this so bad? I guess because it allows d5, just like so. I don't understand this at all. Why is knight h1 so clearly preferable to to f4? I don't get it. How can f4 be that bad? There's no like so what? Like if this rook were on c1 instead of the pawn on f4, I mean, I guess maybe I would have b3, but like it wanted me to play king h1. Like I just don't understand. Like it's better now. Okay, so knight d3 admittedly is quite good. Okay, so apparently queen takes d4. Okay, I can believe fucking spaced out when he took this piece on d4. I like legitimately did not realize at all that he'd taken a piece. Oh man. Yeah, so he should just be up a completely cold rook here. But I am apparently undaunted. And then I find this brilliant move, bishop takes g6. And just win the game. Unbelievable. Yeah, knight takes a5 here, but it like doesn't matter now. Yeah, e takes a5. Obviously, it should be played with rook e7, but still doesn't really matter. Incredible. So, that was a pretty poor game right around the time that bishop takes d4 happened. But undaunted, I went on to win. I'm going to upload this shameful video and play another game of chess. Goodbye.